Saw those men again.
What men?
Not Gold's men. The other ones.
So in the interrogation, Gray admitted that she hid a stash of cash before she went underground.
It's gone now, but from these rappers, I guess there was several $7 million here.
Is that Russian?
Code. My stepmother had coded communication.
I received some intelligence about our friend Levitsky.
The servers only found out he was alive and they learned it from me. A week later, he's murdered.
That confirms that. The mole was one of the heads of Cerberus.
I need a peek at Abbott's financial records. You must be Celia. It's so nice to meet you. Your mother is so dear.
You crossed a line.
I'm counting on you to bark if she comes up behind me. Yes, I'd like to speak with George Lang in new accounts. No, I can only speak with Mr. Lang. Please have him call this number as soon as he can.
Rough night, Abbott?
Defense is keeping this quiet, but there was an incident this morning. Personnel file must have been leaked. Blake Granger, American engineer, assigned to the Freedom Missile Program and sold. He was lured to the DMZ. He was kidnapped.
Ooh, that's your program, isn't it, Abbott?
Could they have used the IEP on Granger?
That's the concern. If they did, the intel he could spill would have catastrophic results.
Everyone have a great weekend?
If there's still a problem, why the fuck is she still here?
Valid point.
This is so good. We used to have the worst coffee back when I started.
Oh, let's table this for now.
All right, we'll pick this up later.
You found it. Tag, we need to talk.
In my office.
I sleep so well at your house. David has very expensive taste.
My husband, David? Oh, I see. You rattled Gold's cage and Abbott's, and now it's my turn.
I looked at your financials. Around the time that you met David, you started having these unexplained influxes of cash.
We are not having this conversation.
You bought the house you're in now, a bungalow in Virginia Beach. You paid for the surrogate. You paid for the country club membership. You paid for David's cosmetic dentistry. You paid for David's therapy. You paid for David's riding lessons.
You are this close to going back in your concrete box.
For pointing out that your much younger husband is expensive? Or is that just something you say to friends? Open this if I don't come back. Don't show Tag. Tag. We only have each other now.
Let's go for a ride.
I know what I said. Of course I know. I said it, didn't I? But what I'm saying now is things are busier than I expected them to be. I can't do 1 week on, 1 week off, David. It has to stay. Come in! It has to stay every other day. But you see, I'm not asking to change things. I'm asking for the opposite of changing things. I'm asking for not to change things. I'm asking for no change. Sure, that's just for right now. That could change. Yes, the change could change today for all. I don't know. I wish I did. Sure, fine. You'll be the first to find out. Okay, yep. Love you. Did you give Gray my financials?
Yeah, along with everyone else's. You said to do whatever she...
Sure. It's fine. It's just... She's just... Gray. How did she react when you told her about the storage locker?
I haven't told her. I mean, should I?
She had a great deal of money in that storage locker. Where did it go? She could be funding a whole war with that fucking storage locker. She's in your head. I need you in her head. She's in yours, isn't she?
Oh, no.
Do I need to take you off of this?
She's not in my head.
Here's a question you need to be asking, and this goes for every interaction you have with her. How does what I'm doing benefit Cornelia Gray?
I'm sorry?
What will she gain by letting you find the locker?
She didn't let me.
Oh, it's best to assume that she did.
Sir, I think you're giving her way too much credit. I've studied her files. I know what she is. I'm actually a lot like her, only better. I've been playing along, the wide-eyed protege. I know what I'm doing.
Look at me. I'm shaking. I just spent 2 minutes with her. Did you see what she did to Abbott?
Now, what did she do?
I don't know. But did Abbott seem even vaguely Abbott-like to you? And what was he doing with her bra?
I don't.
Okay, look. Let's say Sarah finds the money wasn't part of her original plan, which I doubt, but you still have to ask yourself, how will she benefit if you tell her you found the locker? And how does she benefit if you don't tell?
How does she benefit if we keep having this conversation? And how does she benefit if we stop?
Exactly. Did your father ever tell you the moment he knew he had to hire Gray? Gray has an older sister, Margaret. She also had a brother, Paul, but well, that's something else.
That's all in her file.
Yes, well, this isn't. Gray was 6 or 7. Margaret was a teenager. Gray was her grandmother's favorite. Precocious. Already smarter than Margaret, even with the age gap. One hot summer day, Margaret padlocked her in a toy chest in the garage and then went off with her friends. Gray screamed herself hoarse. No one heard. She banged, she kicked, she pushed for 3 hours. But the box was made of oak. Finally, exhausted, dehydrated, she managed to remove a hinge by tearing off the toenail of her big toe, folding it over, and using it as a screwdriver. You're not like her, Sarah.
Did John ever learn about...
No. And at this point, he's not going to.
I came across snapshots of us just last night.
Feature bedroom.
Both.
Antigua, remember?
How could I forget that sprawling place your father owns?
Well, it's mine now. Well, practically.
Has he passed?
He's hanging on, but he can't travel. Parkinson's, Alzheimer's.
Well, that must be sad.
Yes, it must be.
Did I ever tell you he tried something on that trip?
No.
But he did.
Sweet old Lich.
He was very proud, too. Kept a written record. You know, I found it when I was 7. Caused such a stir at Easter dinner when I asked why my 3 aunts all had a different number of stars next to their name in my father's red book.
Did you bring me out just to reminisce?
No. I have information I've decided to share, which might be critical for your investigation. Did you hear Tag asking about the IEP? If you're not familiar with it, it's the Interrogation Enhancement Program. It was developed under Christina Gold.
She may have mentioned it in my bathtub.
6 months ago, a sample of it found its way into the hands of the Reconnaissance General Bureau, who enlisted the aid of the SVR to reverse engineer it.
The mole?
Feeling at the time was your friend Tag may have been behind its sale.
Are you saying Tag's the mole?
He vehemently opposed the IEP. Its success vaulted Gold ahead of him in the pecking order of Cerberus. If a copy of the IEP is used on Blake Granger and he exposes the Freedom Missile Program, Gold's career will never recover. Tag is the one who benefits.
Vic.
Something wrong?
Just looking for Gray's footprints on the internet.
All the material on the IEP is under lock and key at the Pentagon. We'll bring you in under my clearance. No photos, no notes.
I don't need notes.
Oh yes, of course. How could I forget? The amazing memory of Cornelia Gray.
Group J of 20 life sentence prisoners were each issued a playing card. Each was informed if they did not reveal the card to interrogators within 48 hours, they would be rewarded with a full pardon. This prisoner revealed his card 9 hours, 22 minutes after administration of IEP 485. 18 prisoners revealed card within 27 hours of administration IEP 485. 18 prisoners who revealed card died of various causes within 14 days of administration of IEP 485. Names and causes of death are attached.
They're all dead. If Chase comes back, tell him I went to get something to eat. Excuse me. Hello.
George Lang, Grand Liberty Savings, returning your phone call. How can I help you today?
Hi. George, we don't actually know each other, but this is Cornelia Gray.
Oh, hi. Well, it's great to finally meet you, even though it's over the phone. Did Sophie know you're gonna call, or?
No.
No, of course not.
The last thing I want to do is put you in the middle of anything, so please feel free to say no or hang up and we can pretend we never talked. But would you ever have time to meet me?
I'd really like that. Are you free tomorrow morning around 8?
Sure. At 8 o'clock? Where?
House Sunset Grill. On 11th?
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you. Where?
Sunset Grill.
Oh, I know that place. Yes. 8 o'clock. Thank you. You don't know what this means to me.
Of course.
Take care.
You too.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Why don't you pick up? What happened?
It's okay.
I need help does not mean it's okay. One of those statements is a lie.
You're angry. You've been angry all morning.
Why did you have these?
I wanted to see how Winston Beckham's daughter turned out.
You found out I was the one looking for you. Also, these dust marks match the configuration of a desktop computer that sat underneath a work table. But I thought you didn't have a computer.
I never said that.
These pictures were snatched from my friend Anne-Marie's Facebook page.
I didn't want to be traced. I knew they would find me if I looked up Ben or Sophie or John. Do you know how hard that was?
And where's the computer?
In a landfill. This is Tag. He's trying to drive a wedge between us. He knows you're the only person I can trust.
You say that, yet you won't stop playing games. And that book you gave me. What am I meant to do with that? What's going on? Oh my God. You don't get shit. What happened? Come in. What happened?
Well, I barely even knew what happened. I didn't even... That's why I just texted. I didn't even feel it. I didn't... Oh, God. Leaving Sophie and Ben left a hole. But when Elizabeth next door was born, for the first time I had a substitute I would babysit once or twice a month.
And they may have nicked a kidney.
I've been stabbed before, trust me. It missed a kidney. I mean, I fed her, I bathed her, I dressed her. I bandaged her knee when she fell off her bike. I was proud of her when she won her school spelling bee. What little girl knows how to spell peninsula? I was part of the family again. But one night, when her parents were out, she had a bad cough. I sat with her in my arms on the edge of the tub and ran the water as hot as I could get it, but the steam wouldn't help. And I wrapped her in a blanket and raced her to the hospital. Trachea infection, turns out. Not very common. They had to intubate. The doctor told me she might have died had I waited 1 minute longer.
And what happened?
It was pretend. Her parents came. I mean, they were grateful, beyond grateful. Elizabeth was in the hospital for 7 days. Her mother was allowed at her bedside the entire time. The hospital wouldn't let me visit. I wasn't family. Even when they brought her home, her mother wouldn't allow me to see her because of the risk of reinfection. I don't blame her. But it made me remember I have a family. They're not pretend. Yesterday with Ben, his eyes. Those were his eyes. The eyes don't change, do they? I held him so tightly, and for a second, he was my child again.
We should have gone to urgent care.
He's so handsome and shy. That's the best combination, isn't it? We talked for about an hour. He really started to open up.
They could have got your kidney.
They miss a kidney. And now I'm going to see Rose's dad, and that means I'm going to meet Rose soon, and when I hold her, I'm never going to let her go.
This was a bad idea.
Sarah, I've been stabbed before. If it was the kidney, I would have gone into shock and been pissing blood, believe me.
You at least need stitches.
It's grab the clear nail polish and just put it on and then slap this covering back on. Just
this?
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wait.
Yeah, just slap it back on.
This isn't a bandage. It's a scarf. It's actually quite nice.
Well, it's cotton. I didn't see an apothecary. Sometimes you have to take what God puts in your path.
Did you actually say that?
What?
Apothecary.
Yeah. Apothecary. What are you saying?
I don't know, chemist, drugstore, pharmacy.
What do you mean missing? That makes it twice she's disappeared on us. She's your responsibility, Tag. You brought her in, you get to find her. I want an update first thing in the morning.
Don't spoil me. You'll never get rid of me. Was this your father's?
Yeah. He let me wear it whenever I got sick. So I scrubbed the security footage at the boutique. I didn't have to at the mall because all the cameras conveniently went offline an hour before you were attacked. Either way, I'm really pleased he didn't do more damage. Can you explain this?
I got that in the mail yesterday, before I slipped it to you. It's supposed to be Levitsky's, but it's just not his style.
This can't be real. This implicates my father.
Levitsky didn't write that. The mall did.
Sarah, where have you been? Your phone was off.
I'm sorry. I lost track of time compiling data.
Have you heard from Gray?
No. Did we lose her again?
This actually smells of Tag.
Wait, Tag?
She didn't come home last night. With what happened to Levitsky, I'd feel terrible if anything happened to her.
We can't trust him, Sarah.
Let me know if she makes contact.
We can't trust anyone but each other. George.
It's so nice to meet you. Please, have a seat. I'd appreciate it if this meeting stayed between us. If Sophie found out I'd be sleeping in the garage. But look, I think you should be allowed to see Rose, but it's not my call. I only ever met one of my grandparents, and she passed away when I was 4. I have no memories of her. It's not fair to deprive Rose. It's not right.
What has my daughter told you about me?
Nothing. Sophie's never said one word. No pictures, no keepsakes, nothing. And all you assumed you were dead and it was too painful for her to talk about. You know, the first I ever heard of you was when Sophie's dad got drunk off his ass at a rehearsal dinner. Since then, I've heard a lot from Ben. He idolizes you. I'm sure Sophie blames you for all of his drug problems.
What? No. No. Ben's a great kid.
Agree. Totally. We don't send him money anymore. We just can't. I guess last semester he sold his textbooks to buy some ketamine. I'm late.
I need you to I need you to help me see Rose. You can let me know when you're taking her out to a park maybe, or do you ever pick her up from school? I could go with you one day. You could say I'm a friend, a co-worker.
I'm sorry.
Who is he?
Oh, he's Tag's oldest friend from way back.
You really think it could be Tag?
For all I know, it could be you. None for me.
No, why not?
Oh, Winston's a little girl, all right. He never turned down a drink.
Can we talk about your friend Tag?
Not fuck. You know, his father was a neurosurgeon and his mother was a psychiatrist. I used to say to him, that's what you are, all right. A mind fuck that's like pulling teeth. Never spent a day in the field. Syria, Yemen, Libya, not Tag. He liked telling other men what to do, taking credit for other men's work and blaming other men when an operation ran aground. Showed his ass when you went down, Nellie. He might not have been first to point a finger at you, but point, well, he did. Everything you went through was Tag's doing, everything. Those years you lost, your family. It was lockdown after that. I would sit in Tag's office and he'd literally be working on his resume. Months and months. Then chase Presto Cornet sachets in, stinking of baby powder and gin. You know why we called him Presto? Any sign of trouble, presto, he'd disappear. Anyway, Chase calls in Tag. Abbott calls in Gold. Gold. And out walks Cerberus. And they're going to tell us how to act. They're going to watch us. I'm lucky Tag just fired me. He could have put a bullet through my head in Macy's window on a whim. No one would bat an eye. He did you wrong, Nellie. Once. Watch your back.
What were they working on?
Come on, Cornelia. I cannot divulge that. You're my prisoner. You may never see daylight again, but I'm your suspect. You don't have to share the details, but I can only buy you so much time. Just tell me the progress you're making.
Oh my God.
I saw how upset you were on the phone. Come on, talk to me. You know you want to. Did you get bad news? Jesus Christ.
I came to tuck you in. You were talking with Chase before I left with him yesterday.
So?
Did he tell you he was taking me to the Pentagon? Or did you have me followed?
No, neither.
Or did you task someone with killing me? Yeah.
Cornelia, we're friends.
Yes. You're the friend I thought about every day for 20 years.
Okay, look. I regret saying that thing about the concrete box. I'm sorry. I apologize for saying that.
If you're the mole, and I will find out if you are, I won't put you in a concrete box. I'll put you in a brass urn. Tell me about the IEP 485.
The IEP 485.
Yeah.
Oh. You know, this is fantasy. I oppose the IEP just to sell it. So I could buy a beach house and riding lessons.
I read your testimony. You're not the type to be bothered by high fatality rates. Why did you really oppose it?
I don't care who's lying and who's not. You want the truth? My job has never been to get the truth. My job has been to craft the truth. And to hell with Christina Gold.
Well, what does David think about that?
Oh. What did you do? Where is he?
On the sofa. He must have dozed off watching the news.
David doesn't doze. He's never dozed.
Well, maybe he took something to help him sleep.
Jesus Christ. Get here. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, there you are. Thank God for that. Daddy's here. Don't worry.
Are you okay? I really came to say I'm okay in case you were worried that Chase left me in a ditch somewhere or the person you say you didn't.
I did not send anyone.
I believe you. Because we're friends.
Sorry, I got spooked.
No, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh.